Well, we had a big family and I was the oldest girl, and of course the system let me go then because my mother needed me more than I needed my own chances, if you know what I mean. So I didn't go to school. I think I had about a couple of months at the wee school and maybe half a year at the big school just to go in to be registered, so then I could be marked in every day although I wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? That was in them days. Like, for certain people you couldn't write things that you wanted to write to your children or you wanted to say. You couldn't sit and write a letter maybe to your brothers or something the way over in England living. I mean, I could count how many times I've been in a bank and I'm 59 now. I shouldn't be able to count that, if you know what I mean. She'll meet you at the door and that, and then you get your bits and pieces to do. So you do a bit of reading, writing, spelling, and then you do a wee bit on the computer, which is spelling and all that there. And also you have a cup of coffee and you chat, and it's not strictly, you know, doom and gloom. It's a nice feeling. To think it was so humiliating and you didn't want anybody to ever know, even to go into a building. You know, people made it a library or a school, but there was no embarrassment when you went in. Do you know what I mean? It just, you just don't even think about that part of it once you're in the door. It's all you want to do then is just to learn. For anybody else that was in the position I was in, for to get up and do something about it. Don't keep putting it away, because they're only putting it away for never to do it. Where if they think then, well, I'll get it done and I'll get it over with. Because there's a lot of things out there that make you feel that you've got the freedom of everybody else. Do you know what I mean? You're entitled to that, and it's yours if you go out and you get it. You know, there's people out there waiting every day wanting to learn you and teach you. You know, and people's putting money into it for people to come forward to help them to sort of live a normal life, you know. And the thought of even reading a book on your own is magnificent, you know. You just, I mean, I've lost a night's sleep trying to finish a book for the excitement of it. You know, I've done that now and I can sort that out, and I can leave a note now where I couldn't leave a note where I was or where I'd been, or, you know, where I was going to go or anything like that there. So it is good. You go out more. I can go into the bank now. I can open letters now.
Being a joiner in the building trade, you know, like everything else, you know, you couldn't wait to get out of school. You know, end of the day, you know, these people, you know, when I was there, it was O levels and A levels, but I mean, the only thing that I have is a spirit level, and I use it through the day at work, you know what I mean. So basically, you know, just typical young fella at school, just couldn't wait to get out there, you know, and I mean, you know, that's all right, but I mean, when you get involved in community meeting and you start, you know, to meet people and go out there, you mean, they're asking, you know, nobody talks over the phone anymore. They're asking me what your email number is, and I think, what's your email number? You know, I wouldn't be great at the spelling, to be honest with you, you know what I mean, and it's sort of embarrassing sometimes, you know what I mean, just to do thing, I mean, so through that, you mean, and well, I mean, it's no embarrassment, I don't think, now to go back, you know, to school. You mean, about the 14th of February, I think we just happened to be here on Valentine's Day, you mean, and Sharon, just for a bit of crack, you know what I mean, talked about a Valentine's card. You know, at the end of the day, I was just happy to write letters, you know, or stuff, or, you know, for the thing, you know, for different community work, whatever you mean. But then you didn't know that you could draw and do all these other things in the computer and whatever you mean. So, you know, just the usual, you were looking up for the pictures that you were cutting and pasting, whatever, you know, and I couldn't find anything but a racing car, whatever, I mean, and they sort of laughed at the joke was that, I mean, everybody else had big hearts and balloons and the thing, and here I ended up with a happy Valentine's Day and a boy in a car racer, you know what I mean, but it's the first picture I got, so I stuck it on, you know, but I think it's the crack and that's the fun of it, the thing, and I mean, there's nothing serious or heavy about it, it's like, you enjoy coming down every Wednesday night because it's not that you mean you haven't done your homework from last week or whatever the thing, it's just a bit of crack on, but you're learning. Go for it. I mean, it's your own personal thing. I mean, don't worry about people laughing at it. I mean, and I mean, there is that fact out there. I mean, that it is at the thing. I mean, but go for it. I mean, it's only you're improving yourself. I mean, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. Go for it.
All my children attend the breakfast club and the after school club, and Kay was telling me about the course, and I thought it would be very good to get into the course for literacy, to help me, to help the child with his schoolwork. The centre here was a good place to come because it's a very homely centre. It's very friendly, you're made to feel very welcome in it. Some brilliant moments in the thing, I mean, when we're making our story sacks up and, you know, we're sort of sitting having a laugh together, and it's company for me, you know, because it would be my day off work, I would come round here. It's company for me, there's good atmosphere, it's a good family atmosphere, there's good people in it. Well, your story sack, it involves, you start off just with your book, your basic book, and you have to make a story enjoyable for a child. So you put in your props, you put in your to-do list, and you create, you know, we're creating a story for the children. So we are, so we actually do get more fun out of it than the kids. And then it helps a child understand the story better too, because as you're going through your story sack, they're putting the props to the story. You know, it's giving you the confidence to do it, and if you have the confidence to do it, you're putting that confidence into your child. So your child has more confidence, you know, because if I'd went to school and they'd have told me to stand up in the middle of the class and read a story, I'd have never come round. Where I find our Gavin has the confidence now to stand up in the school and read the story out. So I can socialise better with people. I'm more confident in crowds, where I'd have sort of backed away and let everybody kind of do things for me. I can interact better with people, have more confidence with people. I'm more sociable. I would say to people who wanted to do this, definitely take the first step's the hardest. It's getting in the door and getting in with people, but once you get in with people and you get in the door, you will really, really enjoy it. It will be beneficial for both you and your family.